looks good. I can do that. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Brian the Divine Healer here with you on this early morning. That's right. Doing your live reading. Just adjusting some of these settings here and getting all ready. That's right. Okay. I think I'm comfortable. I feel comfortable. Got your coffee? Okay, good. So we're doing Libra Scorpio Cusp, right? Libra Scorpio Cusp. I think your birthday's October 19th to 25th, making you part of the cusp of drama. You think I'm right? Let's find out. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. October 19th to 25th, you're part of the cusp of drama. I guess I memorized it. Okay. All right, so how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Divine Squad, my little subscribers. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. You know what I'm saying? Okay, noobs, that's you. You're brand new to this channel. So you got to hit the like button. You got to subscribe. You got to become part of the Divine family. You know what I'm saying? It's fantastic. So, I don't know. I get this being comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? So, let's just get into your reading. Okay, so I got my Light Seers Tarot deck. I'm going to bust a move. Good morning. How you doing, Roy? Welcome to the show. Hope you got your coffee all comfy, ready to go. Okay, just starting to shuffle these up here, hitting the intro. So the noobs, yes, you're newbies. I'm going to tell you that I lay 2 cards down, and those 2 cards are going to represent your energy in the present moment. Nothing of the past or the future, though sometimes those things might come out, but it's all for now. Okay. And then after that, I'll lay more cards out, tell you a story. Your story will have a message. After your message, we'll have your outcome, your verdict, and then you can go on your merry Monday. How do you like that? Okay, good. Okay, I got my lighting all set up here. My settings are good. I got my glasses. Okay, we'll give it one more shuffle, and then we'll get right into it. All right, feels good. You ready? There you go. Let's pick a card. King of Pentacles. Look at you. All by yourself with your money and your dog. That's great, right? Very stable, very abundant, you know, but you're just chilling by yourself, right? So you got a lot of money. You got a lot of structure. You got a lot of abundance going on for your life. Sure, as long as it has to do with, you know, well, you know, I'm pretty freestyle. You know, I just don't want to take too many of the questions to, you know, sidetrack off of the reading. Okay, so we're good. So there you go. There's the King of Pentacles. Let's pull another card here. And then we'll complete your energy, and then we'll move on to your story. How do you like that? Okay, there you go. 2 of Swords. You have to make a decision, and it's going to be a tough call. It's going to be a decision that you don't want to. It's almost like you don't want to make it. You know what I'm saying. So let's get to the first card of your story. You can feel free to ask questions if you like, my friend. I'm pretty good at you know, multitasking, but like I said, we'll just keep them to, you know, 20 questions, not 100. Okay. All right, here we go. Here comes your first card of your story. Sun card. Well, the first thing that I picked up is that there's some kind of possible healing that you need to do, right? There's some kind of mending you need to fix. You need to, but it's internal within yourself. Okay. And I really kind of feel that it's part of this King of Cups energy. I mean, King of Pentacles, being alone and, you know, having this, oh, nice to meet you too. And I try to be nice to everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I'd be fair and flexible. But like I said, let's just not go hog wild because I have to concentrate. It's a lot to concentrate with these kind of things. Okay. Well, it's not being like a fortune teller or a crystal baller. You know what I'm saying? Um, you are a Libra, Scorpio, right? So give me a thumbs up if you are or not, or one of the two, one a Libra or a Scorpio. And so the question is, did I do right by leaving my ex? Well, I mean, that really depends on the situation that why you had to leave your ex. You know what I'm saying? If you're, oh, Taurus, okay. So Taurus, I would think that if your ex wasn't stable, if your ex wasn't grounded enough to have, finances and that kind of same drive as you do, like basically being off of the same page, um, I would say, yeah, I think that you trust your own decision. I think that you probably, as a Taurus, you already seen the ending before the beginning. So you analyzed every single little thing that you could to make sure that you were going to do the right decision. But sometimes with Taurus, it does take a long time. I'm sorry to hear that it was abusive. Any kind of form of abuse is not right. But sometimes we get a little, I don't want to say codependent, but we do get a little stuck, right? Because we have feelings and all this stuff, and we make up excuses, whatever. Whether it's finances or even the what you call it, the comfortability of living in the same house, just because it's a pain in the ass to move on and do all that shit, right? I'm saying, so definitely, I would say you made the right decision if this person was abusive. Okay, so emotional abuse is not acceptable. Physical abuse is not acceptable. But I have a fine line with verbal abuse. Okay, verbal abuse. Sometimes when you get into an argument, people can say that they're being verbally abused, but psychologically, arguing is the last form of communication, which means if someone's kind of raising their voice or getting loud or yelling, it's really because they don't understand what the hell you're saying. And so their brain can't interpret things properly. So then they just start yelling like that or being loud or raising their voice, like I said. And that is just like human nature for the other person to give the answers that this person doesn't understand. So that's the fine line about verbal abuse. But any other kind of abuse, beat that shit out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So thank you for sharing with that. Appreciate that. I mean, it's hard to come out and say that, you were abused. But you made the right decision. I can guarantee you that. Well, I'm sorry that it was more than that. And happy early birthday. All right. So here we go. Star card. That is some healing. And that's kind of funny that we're talking about the healing. You're welcome very much. Well, we all need validations. We really do. We really do. But you know what? Sometimes when we look to others to validate us, it's kind of not expected, but you start developing like a codependency because now you're wanting your other person to always validate you. So how about this? Validate yourself. Yeah, validate yourself. Okay. That means look in that mirror. Okay. I mean, I'm going to give you a little secret. Okay. It's not really that much of a secret, but it kind of is. Okay. And so there's a good and a bad side to this. Okay. And you probably seen all over tarot. Okay. I'm going to put these cards down. We're taking a break here. Now we're doing, you got questions. I got answers. Okay. That's kind of where we're going. Look in the mirror. The good side is that you could give yourself positive affirmations. And the bad side is you could use that to, do this kind of stupid stuff like on YouTube of the witchcraft and the curses and all that kind of stuff. So it's called mirror magic, right? But it's really not if you use it in the proper way, which is affirmations. So look yourself in the mirror. First of all, tell yourself you're beautiful. Man and woman, I don't give a shit. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not really into, that physicalness. I'm just trying to have you see the point. Tell yourself you're great. Tell yourself you do good things. But when you look in the mirror and you see that, because you're looking at yourself, so then it's like you're talking to yourself and you hear yourself, right? It's different when you're not looking like in that mirror and you're talking to yourself. I always do the duality, right? See the two cards, it's about the duality because we have a masculine and feminine and the light and the dark side, right? But when you are talking to yourself without looking at yourself, it's like the other person. It's your other half. It's the spirit that's what's inside of you that you're talking to. Okay. And so that internal voice is just your conversation within yourself, right? But it's you talking to your spirit. So when you look in the mirror, you're not talking to your inner voice anymore because you're looking at something. You're looking at you. And so when you speak these things to you, it sinks in here in the back of your head, in your subconscious. So when I was speaking about, doing the right thing, but also with the validations, that's how you have to do it. You have to be able to see yourself, look at yourself, and feel your own worth, right? Because like I said, when you try to get validations of other people, well, their motives aren't so great, right? So one minute they're going to tell you, oh yeah, you're the best thing since sliced bread, and the next minute you're a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? Some of that's that abuse that we go through, right? So I hope that answers you some of your questions. You know what I mean? Because you should validate yourself. Your own self-worth is more than any kind of weight of gold. And that's a true story. So take that to the bank, my friend. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. Star card. So the healing is needing to be done here. And I'm not quite sure what healing that is yet because we're fresh into the story. There you go. 3 cups. Well, it looks like you... This is so crazy. It's relevant to you, Taurus, here because you're by yourself. I mean, you probably have a little bit of abundance for yourself, and abundance is money and, just possessions, right? But there was a choice that you needed to make here, and it's about healing. Okay, so healing. And so with the 3 of Cups here, I mean, that's not really celebration as what the definition would mean. This is more like a third-party interference. So I'm not saying that there was cheating involved, but I'm just saying that there was like a third-party interference. And so this is what you're healing from. There's some kind of outside forces within your relationship or however this is to make you be alone by yourself now. This is what you're healing from. You're recovering from this kind of situation. That's crazy. You're so very welcome, my dear friend. Anytime I can help you out, Roy, I will. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm pretty freestyle in, asking questions and going back and forth with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the interaction. Plus, I can pretty good multitask. Everybody's got to hold on for the readings. Well, hello to you. How are you? Good morning. Welcome to the chat. You're not stupid. Give me this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Don't say that. Yeah, because you're not stupid. You know what I mean? I even tell my kids there's no such thing as a stupid question. There's just stupid answers. There you go. There's your 10 of Pentacles. Okay? So it's like in this healing process when you can finally, digest the past situation and really basically celebrate your healing, your self-wealth and caring for yourself. I need my glasses. My lighting is off here. It's like shade over here and bright over here. Off-putting. Well, okay, status. I'm not really a fortune teller. I'll do the questions and answers, but I can't really feel if you are going to get a phone call or not. That's kind of, 1-900 psychic. You know what I'm saying? No offense or anything, but, I am pretty psychic. And if I picked up on more of your energy, maybe even a little more detail, something, I'm not sure. But, hey, I don't think I can answer that question because it's too general. Yeah. Like, I mean, you will get a phone call, but I just can't tell if it's going to be from that person. Just saying. All right, so there you go. In this healing process, you are a little bit of a celebration because now that you're rebuilding your stability, okay? You're rebuilding your stability. You put yourself back on your feet. You're making yourself happy, okay? Because there was a choice that you had to make, and that choice was to heal. I don't know what you had to heal from exactly. Could have been a third-party interference. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be cheating, but it was just something that was external to you and your situation or partner that really affected something for you to have to really make a decision to cut some shit off and heal from that. And then in this healing process, you are now celebrating the idea that you're rebuilding your stability. And that stability is part of the healing, because healing is not only just internal, but it's like also rebuilding your finances. And, you know, maybe if you had to move out, you got to move into another place. So, you know, that kind of fits into the 10 of Pentacles, because Pentacles is really, it's your earthly realm stuff, right? But it's also stability. Okay, so however stability fits for you, it could be emotional, it could be mental, it could be physical, you know what I mean? So that's the story. You know, I got to quit my coffee. I've been drinking coffee for 35,000 years. I really have, right? And it's like, can be bad, I guess, you know, especially when you're drinking the creamer that's just sunflower oil. So, why don't they just put sunflower oil as a fucking heading on the thing and not creamer? Because there's like no cream in it at all. Hi, Sag, Cap, Cusp. Oh, you're dating? Okay, so you can be a cross-watcher. That's fine. Are you dating your ex's ex? Well, no, because right here you're by yourself and you're making a choice to heal. Because, you know, there was a third party interference. So maybe there was that situation, but now it's looking like there's definitely not. So definitely I encourage people, you know what I'm saying? I encourage people to understand what the cusps are, because there's only a few of us that are cuspers. Oh snap. Okay, so there was, right? So yeah, I mean, like I said, but I feel that's in the past, because this is just what's coming out in the reading. And, you know, yeah, what you didn't know. See, you were in the blindfold, so you didn't know, right? Right. So now it's going to be a tough decision that you have to make. And that tough decision is to accept yourself and heal. Okay. Yeah. So where's I going? The coffee. Oh yeah, the coffee, right? Bam. I gotta switch over to tea. You know what I mean? It's a little more healthier. The creamer stuff, I'm not sure about all the ingredients in it and all those phosphorus chemical, you know, doctoral analogies that they give for the definitions of each chemical. I'm saying, whatever. All right. So you're in this process of rebuilding your stability. This is what fell out. There you go. Kapow. There is the Fool card. Right. So you need to be brave. You really need to be brave. I mean, it is. I mean, it's definitely stimulating. It's good for the heart too, a little bit. I mean, if you don't overdo it like me and have, 35,000 cups in a day. Right. Straight black is good too. Straight black coffee actually helps kids with ADD. I did a little video about that, talked about it, So good morning, my friend. How are you? Good morning. Busted a move over here on the lives. We're doing a little freestyle too. It's like you got questions, I got answers. Okay, so there you go, ready to jump off the diving board, doing, psh, right? But it's you're being brave. So you're being brave in rebuilding your stability because of this interference that you have to heal from. And here's your second card. What? Yep. And you're taking off, right? You're gonna be brave. You're gonna take that leap of faith, and you're gonna just take off. So that means you're gonna head in the direction and really accept that you need to do some healing and get that going for yourself. Because you know what? You're working on your stability again. Because here you're all by yourself, right? So you got to make a decision, whatever you might have kind of lost. You know what I'm saying? I know, don't mess with the coffee. You know what I'm saying? I know, but it's for me. It's like all the other stuff in it, like the creamer and shit. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll drink the black coffee, drink the Mississippi mud, Texas tea. All right, so there you go. Now you're taking this leap of faith. You're being brave. You're moving on. You're really putting basically this behind you. Okay. Okay, Aries, Taurus. I see how you are, but Roy's a Taurus too. So he was up in here and asking questions, but I feel you. You gotta do something else, Amelia? Go right ahead. But thanks for coming out. All right, so here you go. Here's the next card that fell out. 8 of Cups, right? So you are, look at it, you're in the direction of getting away from things that don't serve you anymore emotionally, right? And that definitely probably has to do with some of that. The 3 people involved, so you, person, or whatever situation, and some outside influence. So there you go. Walking away, leaving your emotions and everything behind you that just really doesn't fit what you need in your life. Okay. You can be nosy all day long. It's fine. Because you're not a peekers and creeper. You do communicate, so I know who you are, you know what I mean? So thank you. Appreciate that. That's funny. You always bring a smile to my face. There you go. 10 of Cups. See that? I told you make me happy. So there's your happiness right there. Boom. So this is what you go from the 8 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, right? So you're basically walking away from things that don't serve you emotionally in search of your 10 of Cups, which is your happiness, which is all part of this healing, okay? Which goes back to Roy's question about the validation. So look yourself in that mirror, tell yourself you're happy, tell yourself you love yourself, and bam, this is how you heal. Okay. So there you go. There's your 10 of Cups. Oh, here we go. 2 for you. 1 is the Magician. So you're manifesting this to happen. Look at you getting in that divine Uber and taking right the hell off. So this is going to be successful. And you know what? It's divinely driven, right? It's divinely driven because you were being guided to heal yourself. Make a decision to make yourself heal, right? Hey. Yeah, so there you go. Bam. Magician. Now you're doing some pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Which really means it's like you're understanding the situation that left you in this energy in the first place. You realized it all. I mean, there's not a lot of emotion out here, so it wasn't really hitting you deep, right? But you made a conscious decision to move past this, heal from this, which means just get on with your life, right? Rebuild your life, however that fits for you. Wham, bam, jump in the van, man. Okay, Chariot card. You're making this happen because in this healing, you did find out that your worth. You know what you're all about. You know what you want in life. You know what's going to make you happy. Okay, that's fantastic. 4 of Cups. So now you know what. You're jumping in the Uber, you're taking off towards this process, and here with the 4 Cups, I mean, it could look like you're a little, disappointed with things, right? Not with yourself, but it's kind of like you're remembering the feelings of what you had, and now that you are moving on and you are, basically by yourself rebuilding things, it makes you kind of look back and say, well, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks that I had to go through this. Kind of sucks that, I had to really maybe start over, right? But sometimes it's better to start over than to live in that chaos in that tower. Oh, thank you, Roy. You're amazing. Whilst you drink, the hazelnut coffee, that's me all day, sister, right there. Cheers, right? Yeah. Organic cigarette. That's interesting. What is that, like American Spirit or something? That $20 pack of cigarettes? Just kidding, not 20, like 9, something like that. Yeah. Okay, I feel she's hiding something from me. She pulls back and more distant. Interesting. Interesting, Corey. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on, time out. Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, maybe you need to have a conversation with her on that. You know what I'm saying? Ask her why she's so distant. But here you go. This is you looking back on some things, kind of just being like, man, we had things going on, and then now things aren't going on, and so now I've got to go on with myself. That's that Four Cups energy. A little, discontent, we'll say. Okay, here's your next card. Ten of Swords. Oh, Ten of Swords on guard. Okay, so Ten of Swords. Because you're not stuck, you're not still in this process of trying to work things out, and heal is already being transformed, and you're working on that stability. The Ten of Swords is really because you were kind of emotionally looking back on things and being like, oh, like I said, that sucks or whatever. Tens of completions. Okay. And your mind is swords and also the communication, right? So now it's like you are done with being a little like, that sucks. So in your mind, right? So it's like you're making your mind not think about your emotions, if that makes sense. Okay. Because if you start thinking about how you feel, well, then sometimes you're going to go backwards. Okay. You're going to go backwards and you're going to really not stay in your head, but get more in your emotions. And then you're going to be like really in this energy of, feeling like you're missing out and what you have isn't good enough. And that's sometimes when we get stuck and we go back and we settle for the shit we shouldn't have settled for because this is why we left in the first place. I hope that makes sense. Oh, yes. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna have to try that. I've tried the roll your own cigarette thing. I even got the machine. It was like, just making like 500 of them at a time. It's kind of fun, but tedious as shit. So that's about as organic as I got. Sweet. Okay, so there you go. Boom. You're walking away. You're ending this mindset of damn it. Ending this mindset. Okay. Time out, people. I have to go way over here because they're on the other side. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, that just gave me an excuse to fix my light, too. So there we go. That's a little better. All right. So, yes. Where were we? Not my reading, but I wanted to pop in. Hey, good morning, Tracy. I know I got your comment earlier. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for supporting me in that video with your comments. You know what I mean? Because that's what I wanted to do. American Spirits. Okay, that's what I kind of figured. That's what I mean. I think I said that right. Pretty good intuition, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that video was pretty heavy. You know what I'm saying? It really was. And there was a lot of people in there enjoying it, and you guys were in there talking just like you are now. And that's the whole point of family, right? All right, so there you go. 10 of Swords. Swords that are 10. Let's keep going. Oh, there you go. Page of Wands. So look at you doing the happy dance. What do you like, leading a parade with your little baton? Right? So this is passionate, right? So now you're starting to a little bit feel invigorated, like your passion's building back up, okay? Because pages is small, that little bit, it's an offer too, but this is really you really getting into your spirit about getting out of your mind shit and not sitting there worried about things that you have but you lost. You know what I'm saying? So now you're doing the happy dance, right? Getting spirited, you're getting your mojo back, because Wands is about your spirit, your fire, your passion, your mojo, that drive, right? That's Wands. Okay. And so now you're really invigorated, you're really passionate, you're really throwing your baton at the friggin' front of the parade. I can't with myself. I blame it on the hazelnut. Here you go. There's a tower. Bam. Okay, so the tower is just the change, right? And that change right here, because it is right next to the Ten of Swords and the Four of Cups, that's the change. So you do get out of your mind without everything. You let it go, and you're not sitting there, kind of feeling the past, not thinking of the past so much, but feeling of the past. Because see, that's behind her. This is what's in front of her. So you're working on your stability, healing, and so now you sit in your emotions, and you sometimes, think about the past. That's done because that's the tower. Bam. There you go. Merry Christmas. Wrap that in a bow. Would you be able to tell me what she's hiding from me? Well, Corey, you know what? Let me backtrack here for a minute on your conversation real fast, my friend. You're welcome, Tracy. Have a blessed day yourself, my friend. All right, Corey. Okay, well, back to your other question when you said that she's pulled back and now distant, and now you ask me if she's hiding something. Well, she is hiding something. If she's pulling back and being distant, she's hiding herself from you. That's for one. For two, there's some kind of emotion there that she's not ready to express to you. I'm not sure if it's a situation or whatever. I don't know your exact details. You know what I'm saying? But I feel that she is obviously pulled back. So then she is going within herself, trying to figure some things out. Maybe that could be how to tell you something, or how to bring something to your awareness, or just confess. And I can't really give you those specifics because the crystal ball is out of order. Just kidding. No, I do my best with intuition, right? And, I pick up on energy from people, and it's best when it's like right in your face, contact, eyeball kind of thing. But I also pick it up on conversation. I mean, I am a skilled conversation analyzer. Okay, I really am. So when you guys ask these questions with a little bit of detail, I mean, I don't need the whole story. I'm saying just a couple little words. I can really pick up on the energy, right? Because that's just my gift. I can do that. And so that's why sometimes a lot of people, they don't really like me too much, because I'm going to tell them what they're going to say before they even finish what they're going to say, because I already know. So I get the answer, and it's like, what? Oh my God. It's kind of a curse a little bit, but I get, I get to use it a lot. Okay. Yeah, this is your divine intervention right there. Chariot card. Bam. Stepping in to make you heal. Okay. So there you go. There's the tower. Now you're doing jumping jacks, right? You're doing jumping jacks. You're happy. As my mother would say, is it picking shit? You know what I'm saying? Can't bring it up, my mother. There you go. There's your Two of Pentacles. So that's the tower is really the juggling, right? See, I mean, I'm so good. The juggling is you here, Ten of Swords, and you here with the Four of Cups. So that juggling of your emotions and your mindset, finito benito. You know what I'm saying? Done. Can't get better than that. I'll take the question. I'll take the question for 500, Corey. Thanks. All right, there you go. Juggling, done deal, right? Because in the other decks, it's like with the juggling here, it has like a clown or a jester. He's got one leg up, right? So here, you're putting that leg down. So that's like the juggling's over. You've already put this all together and put it behind you and ending your conflict. See? Oh my God, I'm still so good. You're ending that conflict, right? Within yourself. And battling of possible slight codependency, because if you're looking back at what you're missing, sometimes you're not going to see what's in front of you. And sometimes that's when we cave, because we don't see the future. And some people's cases that they just get complacent and they get stuck. And so they don't continue the healing. They fall back, and then they lose their position on themselves, and they have to redo it all over again. And that, my friends, is what we call a karmic cycle. True story. Karmics are just lessons, right? They're people in your lives to teach you a lesson, right? Whatever that lesson is for you, I can't tell you that. But it's definitely a person, place, or thing. So it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be coworkers, it could be a sister, it could be a mother. You could have family members that are karmics, and you're like, oh my God. That's why we have like backstabbers and people that talk shit and those other crap. Those are karmic people. And so, yeah. Let me bust my glasses out for this here, my friend. Okay. If you're overlooked by people again, you tell me why it's so. Okay, wait. Let me back it up. All right. As we start to feel more, we become more vulnerable. Yes, because you know what? Sometimes the truth hurts, my friend. Shiloh, right? The truth hurts. Even that's your own truth. So if you're like, you're one of those people that smoke cigarettes, but they hide them from people. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't want these people to know that I smoke cigarettes because I have this bad opinion about me. Whatever. That's exactly it. So when you start expressing yourself like, I don't care that people are going to know that I smoke cigarettes, well, then that makes you vulnerable. It makes you vulnerable for sure. Because now you're opening yourself up to the truth. So overlooking by people, can you tell me why? So can you tell me like what kind of person I am? Like the energy you're picking from me. Well, Roy, I picked up that you're a Taurus so far. You did have an abusive relationship. So right now I'm already seeing in those two things right there is that you're just young. Okay. You're just young. And you have a little codependency, which means you haven't found your own way yet. Right. So you have been looking into people, places, and things to help you kind of aspire to find out who you really are. And in this situation, you found somebody that wasn't really right for you to kind of teach you what you needed to. I'm not saying you were directly looking for a lesson. I'm not saying that, but really, it's more of like when you want a spouse or you want a partner, that partner is supposed to teach you things, help you learn things, and support you with things, right? And so with the karmics, they don't. They hold you down. They take away. You know what I mean? All those kind of things. And so that's kind of like your inexperience, but also a little bit of the codependency because you were kind of relying on that idea of that support and it wasn't there. So then you fall back and then now you start to question yourself as far as your vulnerabilities and where you stand with yourself. That's why you need validation. Now, hit me with that and tell me that ain't the truth for not even knowing you for a hole in the wall. Yes, my friend, feeling exactly what I said, Shiloh, feeling safe in the relationship. Yes. Manisha, I'm not sure who that person is, but it depends on what happened. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what happens if they can come back. So if it was their fault, probably not. If it's your fault, they might come back because they might want to have what? An apology? Yes, Shiloh, for surely Corey is. Oh, wait, was it Corey? No. Who was looking for the validation? That's Roy. My bad. Sorry, Corey. It's Roy. Yes, it was Roy that was looking for that. My bad. Sorry. Yes, that's right. See, I got it right. I mean, shit, I'm trying to keep up with all your conversations. It's like, right? I love it. Very, for surely good enough. All right. So there you go. I'm going to continue while you guys talk. There you go. There is your happy dance. You're ending the juggling and the conflict, which was the, feeling betrayed, feeling backstabbed, all the other stuff. And kind of, I guess, talked about those 4 cups too many times already. So let's get another card and keep going. Or 2. So there you go. Surf's up. Right? So now you're checking out what's out there, right? Because 3s are about exploring. Wands are your passions. So now you're exploring what your passions are, right? So now you're going to get into your creative side. You're going to really see where you can take off and, hit the best wave, dude. like totally surf it up. Right? Okay. And so then, with that Six of Pentacles, that gives you that even balance, right? That gives you an even give and take within yourself, because you weren't. It was like your head was starting to get in it when your emotions were just barely there. So it's like you almost reacted on a little bit of the way that you felt. Overreacted, I should say, right? If I already said that. Right. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Roy, you're amazing. Appreciate you really being out there like that. You know what I'm saying? And that also is what that child was talking about. Being vulnerable, right? We have to be vulnerable and able. I mean, think about a seed, right? You plant a little seed, right? And you got to water it, right? Then you put it in the window, and now, like you put in a little Dixie cup, like kids did. And you put it in the window, and then it just sprouts that little green pop, right? The seed cracks, some of it starts coming out. Now, if you don't kind of nurture that plant in its vulnerable state, which is that being born as being young, starting to sprout, if you don't nurture that, then it's going to have a difficult time growing, right? So if you don't water it, if you don't put it in the sun, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to get what it needs to grow. Amen. Plus, talk to it, because the vibrations make it wiggle, and it's receptive, right? You'd be surprised how much human beings have shared DNA of a tree. It's like, what? Oh my God! So now I'm like a tree. I guess this is why they call me tree trunk. Let's keep going. There you go. Six of Pentacles. You're given now this even balance, given self to you. You have this going on for yourself, and now in the King of Swords, you are sitting in your truth. So you accept the past, you move on, you heal from it. You do understand that it's not good for you at all to really, look back on the past and maybe think about you lost some stuff and getting in that moment of, well, I could get it back if, and this is kind of where that Ten of Swords is. So you end that, and that makes you very happy about it. So now, once you realize that you can give to yourself more than you should others at this point, this is standing in your truth. I was wondering why it wasn't making sense to me. Rewind this and switch the energies. Yeah, some of it was like flipping around. Some of it was a little flipping around. I had go away on black top wife. Stripping. Bruce, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Oh, third party. My bad. Now I understand, Bruce. I'm sorry. That's sad. That's sad. But you know what? Do this. Put a little bit of healing in your life. Love yourself. Like I was telling Roy earlier, look in the mirror. Tell yourself you're beautiful. You have things going for yourself, and that's helping you see that who you are, self-worth. Standing in your truth. Okay. Here's your next card. Well. Look at you, hermit. Hermit. You're in hermit mode. So this all had to happen because you had to really go within, find your inner light to really elevate yourself. See, look, looks like he's floating. I'm floating in the air, man. You've elevated because you found your inner light to stand in your truth, explore for yourself how to stop juggling your emotions and your mind and give yourself that self-worth. Okay, let's keep going. So silly sometimes. I swear I blame it on the hazelnut. I really do. Oh yeah, well, welcome to my channel, Corey. Energies do switch because, like I said, I'm a multitasker, and so a lot of people can't have that patience to sit there and do the switching of, let's say, the tarot and then jumping into your questions. A lot of people get lost and they're just like, oh my God, too much. Of course. You know, Shiloh. You know it for sure. I mean, you've already picked up on my energy. So, bam! There you go. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. There you go. Happy times for you, my friends. This is it. Because Hermit mode really helped you see what things needed to be seen, understood what needed to be understood. And it all really came down to this tough decision for you to make. You kind of didn't want to. Because, like I said, we don't really want to leave what we have, but sometimes we got to for the better of ourselves. I mean, nobody wants to move out. You know what I mean? Like, especially now, it's like crazy. But, you know, if you need to, you need to, because that's part of that healing. Separation from whatever situation, person, or thing that you're going with that's causing the struggles. I'm saying basically what I can say. Well, both. Corey, empathy is empathic. How you like that? Empathy is empathic. Because it's a symptom of being an empath. It's having empathy. Bam. There you go. Ace of Cups. Ooh. Look at you being single, ready to mingle over here by yourself. So let me find out if this is a new prospect in love, because you got the Ace of Cups. That's like boom, 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 right? Or aces are about new starts, right? So cups is your emotions. So maybe now that you have gone in hermit mode and figured this all out for yourself and understood the division between your mind and your emotions, and you separated that, right? This could give you a new way that you feel about yourself. Let me get another card here and dissect this here. Oh, nope. It's a love offer coming in. Somebody wants to give you some romance. Because, you know, it's so true. Like, if you're broke, not money-wise, but if you're broke emotionally, well, you know, sometimes you do attract other broke emotionally people, right? But when you heal, I mean, those would be the karmics, because they're trying to unbreak you, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And so when you balance your sides, because look, it's so crazy, duality, right? 2 cards. And then on this side, you have your mind. On this side, you have your emotions. See how the duality is all like this, right? So sometimes when you heal yourself and you put those two together and your mind doesn't clash with your emotions and your emotions doesn't clash with your mind, you got the balance, right? You got the balance. Now, because you're healed, this happens. It does. It really does. So a person for you, some new start does happen. I've seen it many times. It happens a lot, right? But it doesn't happen too much where it's a person for you, like non-karmic, right? Because the karmics are really here to really teach you those lessons, to get you out of these emotions, to get you out of your heads. But also sometimes you can be totally balanced and still get some karmic bull caca to make you even further yourself elevate, right? Okay, fighting is crazy. I mean, I don't like any kind of fighting at all, my friend Bruce. That's crazy. No, you don't have to be an empath to feel empathy, but I think it's a symptom, right? Empath empathy. So you have to be somewhat empathic to have empathy. Somewhat. Because I know there's plenty of people that aren't empaths. They have no emotions. And guess what? They have no empathy for nothing. That's why we have these abusers and people that just keep hurting people over and over and over. Right. Right, but there's also such thing as a dark empath. So those people could be that fake mask people and show you that empathetic side, and then all of a sudden snatch the energy from you in a negative way. Right? An empowered empath. Take the light side of it. That's correct, my friend. Roy, you're absolutely 100%. Be that light side empath. Because there are the dark side empaths, and those are mother efforts to deal with. It's like narcissist and psychopath, sociopath all at the same time. It's really crazy. Sensitive energy is like a fat sponge. A lot of people. Well, then if you feel that way, Corey, then you definitely are an empath. If you feel you're absorbing people's energy and you're taking on their crap and it's not even your crap, and then you're like stuck in your own crap because of their crap, that's your empathic side. There you go. 5 of Cups. Okay. So because there's a new offer coming in, you are trapped in your head, right? You're doubting it. You're worried. You're scared. You have all these thoughts go back in your mind because you weren't quite prepared for that because it just came out of the blue after you heal. So there you go. It makes you a little frustrated. You're frustrated that you're in your head because maybe, like I said, you're not prepared for it. You're not ready. And this is just happening like that. Huh. You guys are getting down. I love the conversations. Light, dark, Bruce. Exactly. So we do. We have the light side and we have a dark side. Psst. There you go. Page of Swords. So it's like you want more information about this person. You want more information about their motive, what they're up to, what they want from you in this new start. Okay. So you're like inquisitive. Okay. And this is part of that 8 of Swords where you're trying to learn the facts of the situation. And that leaves you a little bit frustrated because I have not gotten an answer to see if they are telling you these facts of their intentions. Okay. So I wouldn't say it's like a rebound thing, but it's like kind of like a rebound thing. It's like after you started healing yourself, someone comes right in and you're like, where'd you come from? I'm not sure if I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of that energy, right? Of course you do, Shiloh. You got the gift of drinking coffee heavily. I'm just kidding. There you go. I'm just teasing. I know you got some skills for sure. There you go. 10 of Wands. Okay. So gathering some more information is going to be a little burdensome for you, right? You're like, why do I feel I have to like press things out of this person? Why do I have to feel like I need to ask all these questions when they should just come so freely? That's your burdens. 10 of Wands. But you'll overcome them, right? You'll overcome. You look at you doing your little Zen pose. Putting these burdens behind you. You're just laying them to rest. You're like defending this idea of you don't need to really feel burdened by, having to ask some questions and things like that. Okay. Because believe it or not, it's going to be to your benefit. When you ask the more questions, the less that you get sideswiped later. Okay. There's a lot of people that go into relationships and they don't ask those questions because why? It's embarrassing. And, I don't want to, make these people seem this way. But, I'm going to ask you how tall you are. And women, I'm sorry, but I'm asking how much you weigh and all these questions that might seem personal, but it's just to get the truth. You know what I'm saying? And this is kind of what you are doing, need to do, but don't feel burdened by doing it, if that makes sense. Because the more truth that you get, the less hassle and the less problems are later. You always got to ask questions. Oh, I know. It's, don't ask for I guess if you want to ask for their birth chart, that's fine. That's cool. But ain't no one going to ask me for my birth chart. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I'm not sure. Maybe if you go look on the planet of Uranus, you could find it. Stop. I'm just kidding. Right. No, because that's very sensitive to information. And if you have to be private these days with your information, you're not going to give out your birth chart. You really shouldn't anyways. 5'3". What? You're 5'3", Shiloh? Nice. All right. Here's the next card. Wow. Judgment. Right. So like I said, you call judgment to these potential burdens of having to really think about asking these questions when you think that they should be so forthcoming. right? But the more you know, the better you are. And this is kind of what you accepted, and this is the judgment that you are going with. And so you're still kind of doing your happy dance. You're okay with that. Nice. I'm like a giant. Well, not giant, but I'm 6 foot. So there you go. Hierophant. I mean, hangman. Okay. So the judgment is like now there's a pause, right? It's not anything where you're getting stuck because you've already made up your mind to know that you have to ask questions to get the right answers to find out what this person's intentions are. Okay. And so now there's a pause because now it's like you're going to see what their side of it is. 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Hell yeah. More like 100 feet. 100 feet tall and got all God's armor on. Bam! Knight of Wands. Okay, so it looks like this in this little bit of a pause, right? After the Q&A is done. Now, there you go. It's like you are beating the drum. Boom, 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 boom. Getting on your horse, taking right off because now your passion is inflamed. So now you're starting to feel the fire for this person. Okay? Because you went through the Q&A session. You did understand what their intentions were. And you're like, ooh, right? So you get all warm and fuzzy, hot and ready, like a Little Scissors pizza. And now you're taking off. So it's like you're going to go move in the direction towards this new start, right? Because in the beginning, you're all by yourself. So then you get to heal. And now, I mean, we're not supposed to be alone, right? Technically, in the beginning here, you have the man and the woman. Oh, what a precursor, huh? Because then you have the Ace of Cups right there. Brand new start. You can't see it. There it is, Ace of Cups. Right? So once you heal and you get all past this, you find someone just comes right in. And you start asking all those questions. And then now you're passionate and you start to take this romantically seriously. And now you start moving in that direction. You're moving in the direction for victory. Victory and success with the Six of Wands. Okay. Amen. This is pretty good. I love emojis, especially the turd one. That's my favorite. Bulletproof. What is Bruce talking about? Sun, Moon S, Star. Yep. On Rest. Not quite sure what Bruce is talking about, but I know that Madge, the High Priestess, she is a good tarot reader. She's got some talent. There you go. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so then now this changes to stability. Okay, it doesn't put you out in the cold as a 5 of Pentacles would typically represent. But here with the 5 of Pentacles, it is you having a change in your stability. Because if this person's offering a new romance, a new partnership, a new one and done, well, guess what? If you're by yourself and you go with somebody else, that kind of changes your stability because you might move in together, share your finances. That's what it really means. All right. All right. Here we go. Changing the stability to bring you what? Balance. There you go. Brings you some peace and some harmony as well. So this is going to be a very good kind of start for you after what you've already been through. And put yourself in that healing process. Okay. Hi, we'll take you. Oh my God. So get on the yellow brick road, my friends. Ace of Pentacles. Man, this is going to be a brand new abundance start too. It's going to be a very successful, stable, loving kind of offer that's being presented to you. And what? You were trying to manifest. You're trying to manifest your happiness. See that? 10 of Cups. Manifestation with the Magician. And now it's happening. Because you got the Ace of Cups. You got the Ace Pentacles. I mean, Temperance. Wow. Holy caca. That's juicy. And that's like a book I got to read. What's he talking about? Work time. Yay. You guys are awesome. Shiloh, thanks for jumping in like that. This is how family does it. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, I mean, if my mom couldn't handle me, then my ass and my grandmother, we all handle the kids, kind of sense. Not saying that you guys are kids, but, that's what family represents. And so I love seeing that, Shiloh. Thank you so much. Enjoy your work. Swirl your coffee and enjoy your little American spirits. Okay. All right. Big boss. Thank you. All right. There you go. Ace of Pentacles. Now you're on the road to major stability. Yeah. So now you're going to achieve this pentacle, this state of stability, because nines are about achievement, right? Nines are achieving because it's being offered for stability. And now with the 9 representing achievements, you're going to achieve the stability, the pentacles, right? Fantastic. This is great. I love it. Thank you, Bruce. Amen. There you go. 4 wands. Now you guys are going to get married, possibly. Okay. This is the marriage card. This is also happiness. This is celebration. This is, victory, right? Jumping around. Ooh, right. Just like over here in the beginning, right? Well, if I don't throw the cards around, just like you do in the little spirit dance over here. Happy, passionate, drive, right? There you go with that 4 wands. That's you, that's them, that's you, and that's them. However that fits. But this is you two celebrating, being happy, possibly starting a family together. Because this is why you could have been brooding like this in the first place. I'm not really sure. But it looks like it's a tough call. But now it's really not. All right. Now that we're getting thin on the deck, let's pull your next card. Look at you, sassy pants. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Miss Sassy Pants or Mr. Sassy Pants, however that fits for you. This is amazing. Now you're sitting in your glory. Now you're sitting in all your passion. You got your emotions together. You got your mind together to get yourself healed, get yourself back stable, pulling yourself together after what you had to go through. And you decided to just leave your past behind you because it wasn't going to serve you in any kind of way. So then you put yourself on a journey to find your own happiness and manifest your own kind of life that you want. So the divine pulled an Uber up for you, said you better put your mind together with your emotions or you're not going to get anything. So you said, okay, I'm going to do that. And then now once you do, you kind of jump around for joy because you're really now passionate about feeling good about yourself, healing yourself in the process. And then all of a sudden, a change comes in with the Tower card, creating you are able to juggle no more of your mental confusions, your emotional setbacks, to really end that conflict, have a new beginning that comes in, an offer of love, romance, stability, coming in with now the Q&A session. So you do have this conversation of what their motives are, what their intentions are. This is why you have the 8 of Swords, asking a lot of questions, right? Even though you're a little frustrated and have to dig this information out, it creates a little burden that you can handle very easily, right? And overcome that. And that is that judgment. So it's like, if you didn't ask the questions, then you'd probably run into some problems. But you didn't, because you really asked those questions to make sure that they're on the same damn page as you. And that is the judgment that you get. So now you're definitely hot pants moving forward for this success and victory. And then what? Changing your stability because you accept their offer. You accept their rose, which makes you very happy, abundant in your balance. This means now that you are going to be team effort. You're on the same page. You give to them emotionally just as much as they're going to give to you mentally. So it all works out good. And now they're going to offer you a whole bunch of stability. So they say, come down the yellow brick road with me, Toto, and we're going to have a whole good life. And you say, okay, I want to achieve that kind of stability with you. And let's do it and celebrate possibly shake our butts together and get married. And now you're the queen sassy pants. Yeah. What can I say about that? Except for that's going to be a reading, my friends. This is great. I mean, you guys just evolved from being in this hole to really now healing yourself, stabilizing your life again, and then getting a grip on these two practicalities that we call mindset and emotions to really manifest your happiness. And once you started doing that, divine popped up and gave you all the goods. So this is so fantastic. It's amazing. Definitely not a rebound, but it's definitely going to be something solid, stable, loving, giving, and it's going to bring you harmony. So, my friends, that has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I loved to see you guys do your magic out there in the comments. I'm going to give a shout out to you all because you know why? That's how family does it. We all talk amongst each other. And I try to throw it in there too with your readings. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind the questions. I don't mind the answers because if I can't get to your answer, I know somebody else will. And that's been proven today. And that is what, my friends, I call a solid family. So you guys are amazing. Bless you all. Appreciate you all coming out. Even if you weren't a Libra Scorpio, thank you, Taurus. Thank you, Roy, Bruce, everybody that's coming out here. Shiloh, you're the shit. So anyways, that being said, my friends, have a great Monday. Peace and pray. And I will definitely see you again. Okay, bye now.